Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Michaela and I'm going to do today with you a new pattern. I am going to do today some pole dance shorts which can be ruched in the back for a more cheeky look or not. That's optional. And I've prepared already all my pieces, which I will be presenting them to you right now. So I've got here my two front pieces, and I also cut two linings for it. I know my fabric is actually not transparent, but if you do like use let's say like a lighter color, you can always use lining. I prefer to put the lining in the front. This is just optional, but I do it for this project. I will show it to you. So I've got here my two front pieces and these are my two back pieces, and it's actually quite easy for you to recognize them because they have like this little curve like that in the which will go actually in the center, right? I've cut them in mirror, front and back, and here are these are my back bands. I've got two of the same fabric. If you wish, you can cut one of the main fabric and one of lining. I prefer to cut everything in the main, and this is my band, the front part, and let's just start it. This is such a nice project. I actually have already some shorts similar, but they are a little bit longer. For this project, I wanted to make them much shorter and a little bit more cheekier. So first thing I'm going to do, I am actually going to bust stitch the lining everywhere on my two front pieces, and then we can freely work with the rest of the pieces without having to think when to add the lining pieces. So I'm going to show you very briefly the bust stitching. So I practically my fabric is not slippery at all, so I will not be pinning it, but if you need to pin it, you can go ahead. So I have a normal straight stitch on the highest stitch length, and I will just actually go ahead. I will stitch it quite close to the edge. Okay, so once you've done the bust stitching, I always recommend you to do like some small cuts into it. This I make it in order to allow stretch afterwards to my fabric, because obviously a straight stitch does not have much stretch. So I do these little cuts. You can actually do these little cuts or you can remove it. It's really up to you. Okay, so now I'll be continuing it everywhere practically to attach the lining. Once I'm done, I'll come back to show you the next step. Okay, so I have here my front pieces already ready with the lining attached, and I've got here my back pieces. So first thing what we're going to do, we are actually going to unify the front pieces together. So I'm going to place one on top of each other, right? I am going to pin it at the curve bit, right? So it has not to be at the straight bit, although we will also go into it very fast. So the curve part, I am going to pin and directly serge, and I'll be doing the same thing for my back piece. At the curve bit, I am going to pin and serge. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to do exactly this to my serger. And like I always say, if you do not have a serger or an overlocker, I don't know, depends, a lot of people call it different, you can always use a zigzag stitch. Works about the same, but of course an overlocker gives a more professional look. Okay, I've got here the two front pieces already unified, and as well I am going to serge the sides, what it will be from the shorts. So I'm just going to do just a serging of the side, so it's easier afterwards to create the ruching to the side of my shorts. And I'll be doing exactly the same thing to my back piece. So my fabric is so lucky, it's not slippery at all, so it does great. So it's all very, very easy to do. And the same, I will be actually ruching the sides as well. Okay. Okay, so I have my shorts prepared. This is my front piece, this is my back piece, and you see it has this nice cute curve in V, right? I'm going to place my front piece on top of my back piece, and now what I'm going to do, I am going to pin and stitch what it would be the crotch area. So then the shorts actually start looking quite a lot as shorts. That's so excited. So I'm going to hop quickly to my serger again, and I'm just going to do this cute small stitch. Like, really very important that you are matching the seams together. That's really important. This is where I pin it usually, so I'm making sure that it's matching together. So now you have the shorts as a whole piece, right? And the next thing what we're going to do, we are going to fold inside. We're going to fold inside the edge of the shorts, and you will be doing a zigzag stitch or a cover stitch. So I do have a cover stitch and I will be using my cover stitch, but if you don't, please use your zigzag stitch with your normal sewing machine. I'm going directly ahead and I will be showing you. So it's just on the side of your shorts, on the two leg openings. So I'm folding it like this inside. And here I'm checking that I got like the margin enough inside. Okay, so I'll be doing the other one, the other side off camera. Once I'm done, I'll come back to show you the next step. Okay, so I've got my shorts with a border ruched already inside, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to place each side, doesn't matter which side, one side on top of the other, and we are going to create the strap channel for our straps, which I have them already done. I do have a video made on how to do a spaghetti strap, so I'm not showing this anymore in my videos, but I always share the link of on how to do a spaghetti strap. So what I did, actually, I have here, I placed front on top of the back, and I have them together. I make sure that they are matching as much as I need. In case your sewing machine is like cheeky, you can use a hump jumper and place it in the back, and then place your fabric underneath. My sew machine is actually really so great, but I'm just going to show you how I do it, right? So I just do a first stitch, and then then the hump jumper moves behind. I've adjusted my stitch length on quite small, actually. And to be honest with you, I prefer to go 2 times over this bit. Why? Because it's actually really, really important that it's very secure and it's not coming loose. So yes, I will be going once again. I'm going to repeat this stitch just to make sure that it's completely secure. Okay, and now I'm going to create the strap channel. So what you have to do, actually, it's practically you have to separate these 2 parts of the fabric like this, right? And then you place them underneath and do another straight stitch. Like this, and you have to make sure that you're not obviously stitching over more layers of fabric than needed. I just got a little bit of the fabric in between, you see here, so I wanted to continue it, but it was impossible, so I will fix that after. Okay, so I've got here one side. I'll be doing it the other side as well, actually also now with you, because it's just a quick moment, and I'm going to show you how I'm attaching my my side straps before attaching the waistband. Okay, so I'm going to do on the other side. For this stitch, you actually don't have to repeat. You do just once and done. So I'm gonna go one more time over this little stitch which got jammed, which can always happen, so it's always good, better to be safe than sorry. And now I'm going to take two of my straps, one for each side. I do have a loop turner and it's a lifesaver, very fast, love it. And very important, I'm going to introduce it into my channel from down till up, and you will understand soon why. I'm getting the strap and I'm going to pull, and here I am going to stop it just with a little bit outside, that I'm not losing it when I need to sew it. So I leave this tiny bit outside. I will be repeating the same thing on the other side, the same. I am pulling and I make sure that I'm not pulling the other one by mistake. Very important. Oops. So leave the head a little bit out, poking, right? And now I'm going back to my sew machine and I'm going to fix it before attaching the band. Why is that? Because it's afterwards would be impossible to attach the straps. So a few straight stitches to secure this part. So these straps, and I'm going to trim the excess fabric over here, the excess bits of the straps. I am going to repeat off camera everything what I did on one side, so then the shorts are practically prepared for the waistbands, but meanwhile I'm going to do with you I'm going to prepare the waistband. So I just practically place one part on top of the other, facing right side together. So back with back and front with front. This is my back side of my waistband. If you wish to add elastic, you can add elastic. It's actually just optional. I prefer without elastic, so it's not cutting into my skin. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with my front band. Once I'm done, I'll come back to show you the next steps. Okay, so my shorts are practically ready for the waistband, and I've got here the waistband prepared. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place practically like the back part of my waistband on top of my front part, and I'm going to stitch first the sides. So then it's like a band piece, one all in one. And the same, please remember to match very good your seams. Going to repeat the same on the other side. Okay, and now I am going to turn it on the right side of the fabric, and I am going to actually match the two sides together, and I'm going to do a bust stitching all over my waistband in order to secure the two layers of fabric. I will not be showing you obviously all the step. Is just simply straight stitch all around the two layers of fabric. Once I'm done, I'm going to show you how I will attach it to my bottoms. Okay, so this is actually the last step of attaching the band to our shorts. And I've got here my back piece. This is as well my back piece, and what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to introduce it inside of my shorts. And I always start in this case from this kind of like small V of the back side of my shorts, of the center, right? And I am pinning all along. This V curve gives a very nice look in the back, and especially if you add a little bit of elastic, which I've prepared it as well to make my shorts a tiny bit ruched, not too much but a little bit. So I've pinned practically everything right now. Everything is prepared, and now I'm going to my serger. And I actually, even I know I pinned it on my bottoms, I always like to stitch with the on the bust band up, on the bust waistband up, sorry. And now I am going to place it carefully under my sew machine. Of course, you can actually use your normal sew machine to do first a bust stitching before actually the final attach. I felt like it was not needed since the fabric is actually so easy to work with. And I'm always checking whether I'm stitching over all the layers of fabric. That's very important. And I'm not pulling the fabric in any way. I'm practically just guiding it. And we are almost towards the end. Perfect. So waistband is already added. Practically our shorts are ready, and look at this beautiful V shape here in the back, and this is the front. So like I promised, I will be actually showing you how I'm adding elastic to ruche it a little bit in the back. I'll be just doing it a little bit, nothing exaggerated. I just wanted to give a more sexier look. And like this, you can also see how I'm attaching elastic for ruching. So I just placed it in the middle seam of my back piece. I will first do a front and back stitch, and afterwards I'm going to pull the elastic practically as much as I can. That's it. Back and forth. So I don't go all the way down because I don't want to make too much of ruching. So I want to keep still obviously a part of it not ruched, but look how pretty it looks. I can't wait to wear it. So I hope you enjoy this new project. If you have any questions, please feel free to write me, and if not, I wish you happy sewing.